Good evening everyone, Media Dad here with another video. Today we're going to be having a look at my original CD pressing of Halloween 3 Season of the Witch. Now as you can see, I've got it behind me. I have Plex Media Server, so I've literally got all my soundtracks, everything on digital. And to be fair, it's a shame. It's very, very rare I actually play any of my soundtracks. I am a huge soundtrack buff. I've got many on CD, but I do indeed have many more on digital on my hard drives on my PC over there. I can't be without these. When I'm doing dinner of an evening, I go in the kitchen, I get my playlist up on Plex, bang it through my Alexa in the kitchen, and what can I say? I'm home. But this one, I tell you what, Halloween 3 is the black sheep of the Halloween franchise. I remember, I don't know if any of my subs have seen my Halloween 3 Season of the Witch video that I did, where I had 2 tapes. Yeah, I did have 2 tapes. I'm trying to go off memory here. It was the cut version of Halloween 3 Season of the Witch. Various things were omitted for a BBFC 15 certificate here in the UK. But John Carpenter, again, and I do believe in association with Alan Howarth, yes it was, music composed and performed by John Carpenter and Alan Howarth. I love H3. I absolutely love Halloween 3. I think I mentioned in my video of the VHSs I had of Halloween 3, there was a local British fish and chip shop just 5 minutes up the road from me when I lived in Shirley in Southampton, up the road. And there was a girl, it was Greek, they were Greek. George's? Might have been George's Fish and Chips, or I don't know. George isn't a Greek name, is it? But what the hell? Anyway, his daughter that used to work behind the counter, she was a spitting image of Ellie. And every time my mum would send me up there to get fish and chips, and I saw Ellie up there, I just wanted to go home and watch Halloween 3 Season of the Witch. I tell you what, I love Tom Atkins. Tom Atkins is... I tell you, why was Tom Atkins never in a normal Michael Myers Halloween movie? Why? He would have been amazing as a sheriff or something like that. No, I do apologise. I've got my, I had my Plex up, and now it's going to, my old garden furniture that I had on from 2nd of July 2014. Wow. There we go, we're back. John Carpenter, my main man there. I've also got his album, Lost Themes? Or something to that effect. But anyway, who else? I did have one guy comment on one of my videos a little while ago. May well have been Halloween, the Halloween 3 video. That he owns the Halloween 3 Season of the Witch album on LP. And he loves it. He will not part with it. So shout out to you. Thank you for watching. I do appreciate it. I hope you catch this video. This is my CD version of the said same soundtrack. But anyway, without further ado, you know me, Media Dad. I love to waffle. I just hope you grab a beer, grab a coffee, grab a cup of tea, chill out on me for 15, 20 minutes or maybe an hour. You know I like to take my time. But anyway, let's have a little look. So here we go. There's the artwork. I do apologise about the light. It is still hot. So here in Southampton, the UK, I work in Marchwood. It was 33 degrees today, and I tell you what, it still feels it's hot and sticky now. 33 degrees Celsius, and I think it's probably down to about it feels like it's 28. Anyway, here is the artwork, and this is, I would put it in mint condition, and I've had this probably since around 94, maybe earlier. 1994, possibly earlier. Picture on the back there of Alan Howarth and John Carpenter doing their thing. And we have if you remember, I think it was probably one of my Halloween, it might have been Halloween 2 soundtrack that I did relatively, recently, a couple of weeks ago. I opened it up and all there was like a link to the Verese Sarabande music club. Anyway, on this one, we got something a little bit different. We have, what do we have? This Halloween, there are there we go. This Halloween, there are 3 great masks to choose from: Skull, Witch, and Jack-o'-lantern. Taunts the commercial for Silver Shamrock novelty. Correct? Conal Cochran is our villain. I did love Dan O'Herlihy. I mean, I hope you can... I mean, by all means, I'm going to do that. Please pause, take a little gander, read at your own leisure. Now, I'm not going to lie. I use my front-facing camera on my phone on this because I can see what I'm doing. I can see everything going on and I can keep in frame. I could use my back cameras, which would be better quality, but I can't see what I'm doing. And I'm not the ever so professional YouTuber that, can afford to go out at the moment and purchase, webcams and cams and microphones and lighting and a studio and everything else. I'm just a guy that enjoys. So, tell you what, I'm going to do something that I've not done before. Come with me. I'm not going to cut here. I use my daughter's ring light. So, come with me. So, I'm in my lounge. Okay? They've all gone out for half an hour. They've had to drop someone home, which is probably 30 minutes away. So, they're going to be a good hour. So, I thought I'd utilise this time and, make a video for you guys. So, anyway, here we have my media unit. So, this is my media unit. The wife has all of her Alice in Wonderland tat on the shelf. You have my son up there through the years, starting with, look at the hair on that. Looks like Josh Hartnett in Halloween H20, right? I say Halloween H20 because H2O is water, right? That's why I say H20. I've always called it H20. I will always call it H20. There he goes. So he went to the Turkish barber shop on that one. Oh, I tell you, he's so cute. And up there, Anyway, again, media dad going off script, off track. So, years ago, when I had everything and I had my VHSs were proudly displayed in my room on a shelf. My computer over there where I store all my other media for soundtracks. Anyway, sorry, I'm going completely off script. I'm not going to lie, I've had a couple of Captain Morgans. We're going on holiday, or as you would say, vacation, to Tunisia the day after tomorrow. So today is Friday. I'm going to get this video done. I'll upload it. And then tomorrow is Saturday. Sunday the 16th of August we fly. We're there for 10 days. We're back in England on the 26th of August. Again, the reason I wanted to show you this is because back in the day, I'd had all my soundtracks, CDs, and videos all predominantly lined up as any media collector would. Now, my wife doesn't like it. She thinks it's unsightly. So, what I do, and I'm gonna turn the camera around. Sorry, you've got my palm there. But again, I do this unedited. You come with me for the ride on this. Where are we? This is what I would commonly call in my lounge, my crap drawer. I've got some cables there. This is my Halloween 20th anniversary soundtrack special edition CD that I have showcased a few weeks ago. I also have Gremlins 2. Now, there's a reason why I call myself Media Dad. It's because it's media. That is a downloaded copy that I have burnt onto a double disc, by the look of it. Because I do enjoy, no matter what it is, I like to have it in physical form. Cluedo, when we're playing board games. Oh, there he is. The elf from Christmas. This is our Christmas and Halloween. This is my wife's tatty crap. Now, these are all my CD soundtracks. This is where I keep them. Now, in a way, that might be a good thing, purely because they are out of the way, they are out of the sunlight, they're in a drawer. I mean, I'm just going to randomly grab one here. Addams Family Values. Now, this is a genuine copy. Sorry, I'm going to rephrase. This is was a genuine disc. I loved Adam. I tell you what, Addams Family Values. I'm really getting off script here, but I don't care. You're here to watch a video. Right, this was original. I had the original disc. I don't know what happened to the actual disc that went inside. That is original. But something happened and the disc got lost. So I downloaded it and I had to burn it to a disc. I was well pissed off. See, that is genuine. I don't know what happened to the disc. I really don't. My cat's come in to say hello. She's having a sniff around. So I was really actually pissed off that I'd lost the disc to that. Anyway, we'll go back in here. Michael Jackson. I think that's original. Don't know where that actually came. Yeah, that's original. Don't know where it came from. Shamon, hee hee. Right. Anyway. I'm getting off script, but that is where I keep my CDs. So they are in there, in that Calyx drawer, tucked out of the way, with the elf. Santa, oh God, don't. What are we in? August, September, October, November, December. 4 months and it'll be Christmas. God. If any of you want to come to my house and shoot me right now, please do indeed. Anyway, that can go back in there. That can go back in there. But that is where I keep all of my soundtracks. Now, in a way, that is a good thing. I'm just going to sit back down because they are there. They're out the way. You know, they're out of direct sunlight. So, in a way, they're protected. But anyway, going back to Halloween 3. I absolutely love Halloween 3. Like I say, the girl that worked in the fish and chip shop, her name was Ellie. Every time I went down there to get something to eat, it just made me want to watch Halloween 3. But anyway, I was showing you this, wasn't I? Why do I go off script? You know, who cares? So what if I go off script? Either you watch or you don't. Or, you know, you'll find another YouTuber that cuts every 2 seconds, stares blankly into the screen and never blinks. But I'm going to blink. I've noticed this. I come home from work, I'll chill out on YouTube, watch crap. You know, you've got the sidebar down the side, you watch more crap, and you're like, what did I actually come on YouTube for? You know, you might come on YouTube to watch one thing, and then you're bombarded with crap down one side. Before you know it, you're 20 videos in, you don't know what you went on YouTube for. But, yeah, again, I do apologise. But you get all these professional YouTubers, they do cuts every 2 seconds. They don't blink, they stare at the camera like this. Some of it I find quite weird and annoying. But as Media Dad here, what you see with me is what you get. I'm here for a bit of a chin wag, bit of a laugh, bit of a giggle, showcase some of my old media, and just enjoy it. Crack open a beer, make a cup of coffee if that's your thing. But like I say, I went to Tesco on my way home from work when I finished at 6 o'clock this evening. Got a couple of bits and bobs in, so I know we'd had it for when we got back from holiday. And you know what, I thought I'm going to treat myself to a bottle of Captain Morgan's Spice Rum because it was on offer. And I am currently pretty much in need of another one in a moment. Cheers to you guys. By the way, I have indeed hit 40 subscribers. 40 subscribers? Some people might find that laughable, but no. They subscribe because they enjoy the kind of crap that I put out. And the reason I do it is because I haven't really got any hobbies. I've got a set of golf clubs in my shed that don't get used. You know, I get up in the morning, I clean the kitchen, I get ready, I go to work, I come home, I'll veg out on YouTube, I'll make a video like this. And you know what? My wife laughed at me for doing this in the start. And about a week ago, if I remember rightly, I had about 27 subscribers. And she's like, oh, babe, whatever you want to do, whatever makes you happy, whatever. Now I've got 40 subscribers. And I told her that yesterday, I think I looked. And she just gave me, you know, the look women give you. You know, the look. I don't know if I can do it. I think it's a woman thing. But you know when women like, they give you the stare, don't they? They give you the stare. But yeah, again, anyway, here is the track listing for the back. I do apologise for going off script. But bit of glare. I do apologise. Anyway, Verese Sarabande, VSD 5243. 1982, Universal Studios, Inc. All rights reserved. Manufactured by Verese Sarabande. I'll tell you what, I love Verese Sarabande. California, unauthorized duplication is a violation of applicable laws. USA. I was just trying to find a date on here from when it would have been released. Anyway, there are 12. I do believe in the time since this has been released, I think a deluxe edition has been released, just like the Halloween 2. So we have 12 tracks. We have main title, Chariots of Pumpkins. Chariots of Pumpkins is banging, by the way. Drive to Santa Mira. Starker and Marge. That title always confused me, and I'm going off of memory here. Who is Starker? Is Marge is the lady that checked into the motel in Santa Mira. She's the one that gets zapped by the disc tag on the back of one of the masks that she spots on the floor. So they're laying there, and she gets zapped in the mouth, and then before you know it, you see bugs and crap and God knows what crawling out of her mouth. So yeah, then we have track 5, First Chase. 6, Robots at the Factory. 7, Halloween Montage. Happy, happy Halloween, Halloween, Halloween. Now I'm embarrassing myself. Silver Shamrock. Okay. Announcer Tommy Lee Wallace. Legend. Tommy Lee Wallace. You're never going to hear this because I'm small time, but you're a legend, my man. Hello Grandma. I think that was in reference to the puppet / doll that they encounter that's doing the knitting, and he asks where the girl is, and he does Chalice does something, knocks the head off. Connell Cochran comes in and goes, oh, I must try and find a replacement. The rocks, that's the rock when they go into the room, which is obviously the rock from Stonehenge. How they got that there is beyond me, but how the hell did they build Stonehenge in the first place? Chalice escapes. We all know how Chalice escapes. South Corridor, and then Goodbye Ellie. Again, Halloween 3 is a banging movie. If anyone is stumbling across this video who's never seen Halloween 3, Jesus, check it out. Seriously, check it out. It's an underrated gem. And it's another one of those movies that you really want to try and fathom what the hell happens at the end. Because you've got Chalice there on the phone at the gas station, or petrol station, as we say here in the UK, calling around all the TV stations to get them to stop the broadcast of the Silver Shamrock commercial. And it ends with him just shouting, stop it, stop it, stop it. And it ends, cuts to credits. I'll tell you, it is a cliffhanger. So, but again, Halloween 3, phenomenal movie, completely underrated. I must admit, when I first saw the movie, I was disappointed there was no Michael Myers, because back in the day, you'd go to a video shop, which is what I did, and you see Halloween, you say, oh shit, Michael Myers. There was no Michael Myers. But I wasn't disappointed. It was John Carpenter's attempt at trying to start an anthology of different Halloween style movies with every year that would roll around. And to be fair, you know what, I really wish it would have taken off. The only mistake I think they made was calling it Halloween, which was synonymous with Michael Myers. Had it been called, I mean, there was a movie that came out with Nicolas Cage, 10, 12 years ago, called Season of the Witch. Had the movie been called back then Season of the Witch, I think it would have done phenomenal. I mean, it's a cult classic now. But again, I think it would have been amazing. The mistake they made was just calling it Halloween 3. But, you know, what the hey. It kicks the pants off some of the other movies of the era and the genre. But again, I'm going to leave you there. I have rambled on way too much. By all means, please drop a comment in the box. Please drop a sub. I'd like to keep those subs going. Who knows? Maybe one day I'll be able to upgrade my equipment. I'll get a microphone. I'll get a proper camera. I might get a decent light. But no one is going to stop me doing this the way I want to do it. Anyway, guys, I do appreciate you watching. This has been Halloween 3, Season of the Witch. What the hell? When was that? Oh! Sorry, I was just... June the 21st, 2014. You can see Sebi there in the middle, down there with the dark hair. Who is that little baby there? I'm so sorry. Again, going off script. My daughter on the end there, looking as smiley as ever. She right there at the end, she never used to smile. Trying to get a smile out of that was like pulling teeth. And the slightly older girl there in the middle holding the baby in the blue, that is my wife's sister. Oh, God. And the rest of them are something I can't say on YouTube. You can use your imagination on that. Anyway, guys, I do appreciate you watching. I hope you stick with me through the duration of my rambling and my crap and everything else. And again, I do appreciate you watching. But please, stay tuned for the next one. And I really do appreciate you watching. Please, comment on this stuff. You know, I love reading your comments. And I will always, if I had 100 million subscribers or 40 subscribers, I will always try and reply to people's comments. I really do appreciate it. Please drop a like and a sub. And I will definitely catch you in the next one. Media Dad, out.